All right, you guys. So, Ticket TV live streams, man. Let me tap in real quick and get my thoughts on this situation because I heard a person talking about this on their show today, and I wanted to get my thoughts on this because I think there's a stark difference between the two situations. Uh, the person who I was listening to, he basically stated that Shannon Sharpe should have did what Michael Irvin did and stood 10 toes down and did all these things. And my thought process is this: uh, Shannon Sharpe ain't Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin was keeping it real. Michael Irvin actually was telling the truth. Michael Irvin actually wanted to get the tape and the audio, and he pushed and forced for it. And not only did he do that, Michael Irvin turned around and filed what, $100 million lawsuit. See, Michael Irvin wasn't playing them games. When that girl came through, Michael Irvin just didn't talk about filing a lawsuit. He filed $100 million lawsuit against the hotel, the accused, all that. You understand? He literally fought for his name, fought to get that tape out, fought to get the recording. Michael Irvin knew he didn't do anything wrong. So what did he do? He stood 10 toes and fought through it. His TV job was on the line. They took him off TV at ESPN, and he never got his job back. Remember, Michael Irvin never got his job back, even after he got cleared and got a $25 million settlement. And we celebrated that. Why did we celebrate that? Because Michael Irvin stood 10 toes down and kept that shit 100, and he wasn't out here pump faking. Shannon Sharpe, man, he an old jive turkey, man. His dude is a jive turkey, man. He sat up there and talked all that shit about Deshaun Watson and all these other dudes in that same situation. Sat up there and talked about Donald Rollins and all this other stuff. And this dude was putting a pipe to a chick that was younger than what Donald Rollins had. Up there trying to embarrass and clown Donald Rollins. It was crazy work. So that's the difference. It's a stark difference. Shannon Sharpe knew that girl had him dead to rights. Listen, I'm going to say it again. Ain't no girl going to turn down $10 million and say, nah, I'm willing to go to court to sue you for 50. A guaranteed 10? Nah, unless she knows she got you dead to rights on something. And then knowing that, she probably has some other stuff that we ain't even know about on Shannon Sharpe that they was going to pull out that Shannon Sharpe found out about, which made him up the ante. Ain't nobody going up to $10 million at no settlement from first in Shannon Sharpe range unless she got some shit on tape that can put you in prison. Let's just keep it 100. The man had, when you're in a position of power and money, you control your destiny. You control who comes around you and who don't come around you. You control who you allow to give your energy to. Shannon Sharpe controlled all of that. So when Shannon Sharpe turned around and allowed this woman to steal his joy, steal his power, that's on him. He made a huge mistake that he's forever going to end up paying for. And that's all there is to it. Shannon Sharpe made the biggest mistake a person could make. And so now he's paying for it. Michael Irvin was actually telling the truth. Michael Irvin said he was going to sue and sued that ass. Went and hit him for $100 million lawsuit immediately. Shannon Sharpe was just out here jive turkey talking for the people, man. Come on, bro. And Irvin knew he was innocent. That's why Irvin went hard the way he did. That's the reason why we celebrated Michael Irvin on our channels. Because I already knew the way Michael Irvin was going. Michael Irvin wanted that tape bad. Michael Irvin was pushing to get that tape pulled out. See what I'm saying? He wanted this to go to court. He wanted to go through discovery. He wanted them to prove that he violated that woman, which he know he didn't. So that's why he pushed for that. And that's why he sued their ass. And the sad part about it is Michael Irvin won the case, won the settlement with the hotel, $25 million. And then what happened with Michael Irvin? He still lost his TV job at ESPN. Disgusting. Had to go over to FS1. And now because somebody else had a whole different scandal at FS1, he lose his job at FS1. Sick work in this business. Because Charlie Dixon, Skip Bayless, all the rest of them punks couldn't keep their shit right. Now the whole lineup don't got ran up off there. Like I said before, I don't feel sorry for Shannon Sharpe, despite his hypocrisy, because he tore down black men. He tore down Deshaun Watson, who was getting sued by Tony Busby. He told Deshaun Watson, oh, your apology wasn't good enough. You should apologize as soon as you settle. Shannon Sharpe ain't apologized as soon as he settled. So what you mean I got to feel sorry for him, despite It's a lot of you dudes making these type of lame ass comments, man. No, Shannon Sharpe is a lame ass nigga. Ain't he talk shit about the homie Kwame Brown? I don't fucking respect him. I used to respect him. I used to want to see him win. He came, like I said before, and I told Kwame this. When I spoke with Kwame, I was like, man, this shit's some that's some messed up shit, bro. Because that man was just giving his opinion on basketball. He ain't never go out there messing with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe went out the way because he was jockstrap, booty hole sniffing LeBron James. He went out the way to go off on Kwame Brown. Gonna disrespect the man. And Shannon Sharpe didn't play basketball. Kwame Brown played over a decade in the league. So he can't have an opinion? Why? Because Shannon Sharpe said so? Then he sat up there and told Kyrie, just because he went to Duke, he ain't smart. He told Kyrie ain't got no word. He shouldn't have no voice on black issues. That's exactly what he said. But mofos out here looking at me like I'm the bad guy for calling this nigga out on his shit, man. Nah, F that dude, bro. And all them niggas just like him, bro. Point blank, period, bro. Dude's a hypocrite who jockstrap sniff LeBron James. That's all y'all need to know. That's all y'all need to know, man. Set up there every single day on TV trying to break Russell Westbrook's spirit, bro. Bro, as much as I dislike Russell Westbrook, bro, I would never have done that every single day. Play that man's low lights even when the Lakers didn't have a game, bro. Just to clown a nigga, man. And degrade the dude, bro. Come on, man. Who do that? You talking about somebody got to feel sorry for that dude? No, I don't feel sorry for him, man. See a fool, play a fool. That's what that little girl did. Shannon Sharpe ran over there trying to play games, put his hand on the fire on the stove and got burnt. Point blank, period. Simple as that. And she charged it to the game. If that nigga was really about it, he'd have did exactly what Michael Irvin would have did. He'd have sued her and Tony Busby for $100 million and went and won the lawsuit. He wasn't about it, though, because he already knew he had jabbed Turkey, was talking trash, and he knew they had the smoking gun. He knew it. Herm, what's up, dog? That's why he ain't even trying to sue Tony Busby. Shannon Sharpe would have spent less money paying lawyers than he just paid that girl. He ain't spending no $15, $20 million paying that lawyer. The most he would have paid that lawyer for this whole case is $1.52 million, maybe. And if he was innocent, because he said he dared Tony Busby to play the tape. And he knew Tony Busby couldn't play no X-rated tape in public. Tony said, nah, don't worry about it, I'm going to play it for the judge. What that nigga did, went behind the scenes and settled. Same thing with punk ass Skip Bayless. Ran behind the scenes and settled that lawsuit behind the scenes quietly over there with FS1. We did a video on that too. How Skip got away with selling that lawsuit quietly over there. Him and FS1 and all them other dudes. That's why as soon as they settled them 2 lawsuits they had over there at FS1, they settled those couple of lawsuits because Charlie Dixon was in 2 of those lawsuits. And Skip Bayless was one of the main ones in that other lawsuit. Skip was already out of there. But this is y'all seeing what happened now. Them dudes all got slid up out of there because all them dudes over there is on crazy time. Period. Yeah, shout out to Michael Irvin, man. Michael Irvin was a real one. He stood on business for real, bro. That's why you ain't never hear me talk down on Michael Irvin. You ain't never hear me because you don't hear Michael Irvin doing the same stuff Shannon was doing. Go listen to Michael Irvin's comments when Deshaun Watson was going through his situation. You ain't even hear me talking about that situation when Deshaun Watson was getting sued by all those people. Because I had never seen Deshaun Watson on history doing nothing. The only dudes I cook is dudes I know that ain't about that, ain't standing on that for real. Then the dudes I really come at when they get jammed up like that. But see, when I present facts, everybody don't want to accept them facts. But I'm gonna present facts to why I'm cooking them dudes. And this is undoubtable shit. Right? And people would do the same thing. If you had a boy, you was cool with your homie, and one of these niggas mistreated him, talked shit, or did something wrong to him, you understand what I'm saying? I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. It's sad, bro. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. It's sad, man. And that's just what's up. I'm just letting y'all know what it is, bro. So when you look at these type of situations, man, again, bro, I respect Michael Irvin because he stood up to the foolishness. Nothing else about it. Man didn't even want to pay $30,000 for his goddamn daughter's wedding. If that ain't cool, I don't know what is. Talking about she got a limit, she got a budget. But that girl, he was willing to give her $25K per cheek and then end up giving her what? Retiring that girl. So it starts differences between him and Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin was willing to go to court. He was willing to go all the way through and go through with his lawsuit because Michael Irvin was telling the goddamn truth, and he wanted to put it. He really fought to get that tape put out. Shannon Sharpe was out here. He old jab turkey, old pump faking ass nigga. He ain't want that shit for real, man. Yeah, man. Hearn, what up, dog? Yeah, man. And then when you tell the truth, niggas be like, oh man, oh you ride with Tony Busby ticket. No, I'm not, nigga. I'm riding with the truth because these niggas is stupid as hell. You underestimate a dude like Tony Busby, he gonna line you up. And people act like these people ain't going to lawyers. No, they're gonna see which lawyers is winning the biggest cases, and they're going to them. With all them people seeing that Tony Busby got them 25 settlements from Deshaun Watson. And what's the reason why Tony Busby started getting on those athletes? Because Deshaun Watson was in Texas where Tony Busby's located. He was playing with the Texans when that went down. So them girls probably went right to the Busby law firm in Texas. Outside of that, Tony Busby wasn't out here suing no celebrities and athletes and stuff like that. Other than that, he was suing big companies and shit. I looked up his history. He out here suing BP and them getting $500 million and shit. So I'm just saying, if we got to tell the truth if we're going to really get in the ground and really talk this talk. Tony Busby don't got way more money off white men than he had black men. Man out here won a $640 million wrongful death claim against a white dude. White company, TNT Crane Company. Another $174 million judgment. That's way more money than what he winning with, or what he looking for to win with Shannon Sharpe and these dudes. And like I said, I'm super happy because I knew Michael Irvin was standing on business as soon as he filed that lawsuit. And what's the other football player name that did it too? The quarterback. I forget that dude's name, man. What's the quarterback for the Cowboys too? I forget his name. Little light skinned dude. I forget that nigga name, man. Anyways, the quarterback for the Cowboys, I believe. I think that's who he is. Yeah, he had gotten accused by this girl of Prescott. Yeah, that cat. He had gotten accused, and I'm gonna say it again. He got accused of something he didn't do. What he did, he turned around and sued the girl for lying on him. She worked at a wing spot. He turned around and sued her for lying on his ass. You ain't heard from her since. You ain't heard me on here cooking Dak Prescott saying all these things. You know why? Because that man stood 10 toes. And he was on that for real. And you don't really hear no stuff about this dude doing foul stuff to people and things like that. So it's a big difference, man. Like I said, a lot of people got cats that they cool with. If one of them niggas start disrespecting their people, they gonna feel a certain way. They gonna cook them. Everybody might not see your intentions, but you understand? Hey, man, it is what it is. You ain't got to try to improve yourself to everybody, man. But I heard the brother say on his podcast that they talking about some, Shannon Sharpe's supposed to do the same thing that Michael Irvin did. Why he didn't do that? Because that nigga wasn't the same. He wasn't in the same situation as Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin was out here telling the truth. He was really trying to get the tape put out, bro. Michael Irvin was really about that life, nigga. He was really trying to get that tape put out. They didn't want the tape put out. That's why when he sued they ass, he got $25 million settlement. They said, okay, I'm gone. Nice day. You don't give me $25 million, I sue you for $100 million. You give me 25, I'm out of here. They ain't really want no smoke. Shannon Sharpe didn't sue because he knew that girl probably had that nigga dead to rights, man. Come on, man. And I'm telling y'all something, man. And then he gonna talk about something. Tony, why don't you play the full 10-minute tape? I don't have it because I play it. Are you serious, Shannon? You would really play the full 10-minute tape, X-rated tape for you to get your ass locked up for playing corn in public, you idiot. Just big country dummy, man. And I supported Shannon Sharpe for so long. Them dudes saying he was zesty and all that other stuff. Right, you should ride for Shannon Sharpe. Hearing that nigga said something crazy about Kwame Brown, and y'all know I rocks with Kwame. You know what I mean? When he said that, I was like, hold on, dog. Then he come out, I was like, all right, cool, I got past that. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen the homie Kwame got past that. Then I seen this. I'm like, hold on, man. This shit crazy as hell, man. This nigga don't sit up here and talk all this stuff about all these different people. And he was warned. He been warned by numerous key black figure celebrities. Key celebrities. and still didn't listen. So that's the difference between him and Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin stood on business for real, for real. Michael Irvin really knew, and I believe Michael Irvin. I don't believe Shannon Sharpe, man. That nigga, a jive turkey, man. I don't believe that nigga, man. I'm just keep it real with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga sat up there talking all that slick, thick tongue shit like Kwame Brown said. That nigga talking that thick tongue shit about Kyrie and all them dudes, man. That nigga, and he only did that because LeBron did that. If LeBron would have came out there and took off for Kyrie and that whole pandemic stuff, and when Kyrie put up that tweet, man, that nigga, trust me, he would have took. And you know how I know? Because he was taking up for Kyrie at first. Soon as Bron came out and didn't want to stand with Kyrie Irving on that tweet, talking about Kyrie was wrong, look how Shannon Sharpe started talking about that nigga. I'm trying to tell you, bro, them niggas running groups. Them niggas running groups, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, man. Like, share, subscribe. Salute to everybody tapped on there. All right, you guys, so we hope you enjoyed the show over here on Ticket TV live streams. Make sure that you guys click that link that's pinned at the top of the comment section. Shop in our merchandise store and get our merch. We got new merch out, Ticket TV. We got A Weapons Midlife Music merch in the merchandise store. We rolling that out once again. So make sure y'all support that. The link is in the comment section pinned at the top. Also, you can donate and you can also subscribe to our podcast show as well. And make sure that you guys go and get that weight loss straight drop formula. That straight drop weight loss formula for your personal health needs. You guys can go to the website, www.str-8-drop.com. The link will be also pinned at the top of the comments. Make sure you guys go over there to the website, get you some of that straight drop weight loss formula. There's a lot of testimonies on the website so that you guys can see how this stuff works, man. Make sure you get in the gym. Make sure you're getting yourself together. Make sure that you put in the work that you need to do to keep yourself right and in shape. Like, share, subscribe. Salute to everybody checked in. Peace.